Oh man, he just hit him in the face with a marble.
Oh wow.
That's why.
Okay, so if the anger that viewers have is surrounded or centered on the morality of DMCA's and taking other people's videos on that, I completely agree. That's fine. That's a good reason to be angry. But I think part of it is that they think they're just greedy, right? They think, look at these guys, they're already making all this money, and now they want to make more money, and they want to make money off other people's backs by licensing out their idea, right? And I think, yeah, people kind of that part I don't really get, you know? Like, I think it's great if you want to make money, if you want to make a corporation, whatever, you know? I mean, I don't watch that guy. That has nothing to do with me, so it doesn't bother me at all. You know, all power to him if he can do it. But, you know, I kind of question the whole... Now that I've talked to you, yeah, I can see how this isn't really a copyright. Well, is it? They did have that they give the example about America's Got Talent, right? Britain's Got Talent. And they've licensed that across maybe, why couldn't they do the same?
Well, the thing is, it goes even beyond that. Like, there's also other things.
What if they license Fine Brothers React video?
That might be okay.
That would be okay, right? Because they're using their name, right?
Okay, what if they license Fine Brother Reacts video and they say semantically, all right, you can't copy our format bit by bit, piece by piece, every single aspect. If something so slightly is the same, we don't care. Right. But if we see you blatantly outright copy second per second of our format, then we're going to hit you with a strike. But that's the problem, is they didn't define that. They just said, people who've obviously copied our format.
They did give one example of that, but he said it's very rare. Even they said it's rare. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I understand that, but there is a stupidity with, especially I'm thinking the whole world, but especially Americans, and I think America is a great example of the world because we're such a melting pot of people, right? Yeah. But you know, taxes, for example, in America, we're against taxing the super rich, like the property tax or something, or I think it's called what's it called, inheritance tax, which only people who make I forget what the numbers are, but you have to be basically rich to make that kind of money.
Yeah.
Right? $2 million a year or something. Or you can leave $2 million to your kid or something without taxing. Over that, you have to pay tax. But Americans apparently are against this because they imagine they may someday make that kind of money, and it pisses them off. So I think that for some reason, I think this belongs to the same mindset of people who this has nothing to do with them, but they're angry because they think it somehow may affect them someday. Like those people, most people don't make videos. They're not going to get hit by a copyright strike.
Okay, but what about this aspect? If it starts with controlling the format of who can do their format of React, where does it stop? What happens if they take over, hey, top 5, top 10? You know, they're trying to trademark, listen, they're not just trying to trademark that. They're trying to trademark don't laugh or don't smile. Like, will you not laugh or not smile? Celebrities react, kids react, elders, they're trying to cover, like, everything. And including, like, you know, like I just said, try not to smile, try not to laugh. So what if we start to have things that have the word smile or laugh in it? Like, is that, like, how far can that go? If that is, like, enforced by YouTube, if YouTube says, look, no one else can make React videos except them, what's next? Maybe they'll go after, you know, top 5, top 10. You know, that's, I think, where people are on the verge. They don't even care so much that I'm going to lose a bunch of money. It's like, I'm going to be restricted from even the types of videos I can make and just be creative with.
So what did they you said they took everything back today? What did they say? I haven't seen that.
Thing where, yeah, I got to say, respect for them has returned.
What did they say in the final video?
They don't have a video. Actually, I can read it verbatim. What their posting is. They actually took down those videos I heard.
Oh, did they? Okay. Yeah. Luckily, I saw them today. I'm sure someone copied them already.
It actually happened around noon today. Akasan, if you guys know him, Akasan is a React video guy, so he sent me this. So shout out to him. Go check out his channel if you like decent reactors. Actually,
he reacts to trailers and stuff I've seen.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. We're here to apologize. We realize we built a system that could easily be used for wrong. We are fixing that. The reality that trademarks like these could be used theoretically to give companies, including ours, the power to police and control online video is a valid concern. And though we can assert our intentions are pure, there is no way to prove them.
Pure greed.
Yeah, pure greed. We have decided the following. All right, hold on. a rescind of our React trademarks and applications. So we're not going to apply for that trademark anymore. Discontinue the React World program. That's canceled. Release all past content ID claims. Yeah.
That's good.
The concerns people have about React World are understandable. And that people see a link between that and our past... Well, listen to this. I like this part. That people see a link to that and our past video takedowns, but those were mistakes from an earlier time. That's why you're finally just doing the takedowns now? Because they were mistakes. If they were mistakes, then you should have taken them down earlier. I don't...
So in the past, they sent DMCAs against other channels, right?
Yeah, the ones I told you about.
And now they're rescinding those now.
Yeah, now.
Okay.
Now, after everybody's called them out.
Right.
That one guy waited forever. Like, he waited until this happened.
Surprised he didn't say anything.
Yeah. I mean, good on him. Good on him for holding back until this time. He picked the perfect time to strike.
Okay. Anything else there?
Let's see. It says, it makes perfect sense for people to distrust our motives here, but we are confident that our actions will speak louder than these words moving forward. This has been a hard week. Oh, no. I'm really sad for you. Our plan is to keep making great content with the help of our amazing staff. Thank you for your time and for hearing us.
Well, I think they're going to be fine. Obviously, people will forget about this, and most people don't even know about this controversy. Most people who watch those things, so it's just a YouTube thing, I would think.
At the end of the day, I mean, they did the right thing. They retracted everything.
And maybe they honestly were blinded by their growth.
I think there was part of that.
You and I have both been accused of letting our subscriber size go to our heads, but I can honestly say that it's not true. I still talk to a lot of tiny people, subscriber-wise, and not tiny as in human.
Not me. I'm a megalomaniac now. 30K subscribers, dude. I am the king of Japan.
But
if anybody wants to make a video about Japan, they need to ask me first.
But the question is, what would happen if we actually had 15 million subscribers? I don't know. What would I be like? I can't honestly say I wouldn't be different because I don't know. I would like to think that nothing, I would like, what I would like to think? I would just concentrate on just the videos completely.
I don't think there would be a point where I would ever try to launch something that could possibly mess with the control of creative content, due to the fact that if other channels do become big like me, and it's because of their creativity...
You mean hypothetically, if you had 13 million views?
Yes.
Not 30,000, right?
I would want to see them become big, and I could shout them out, and they could shout me out.
Right,
I don't want to try and control their creativity, because you can also control their sub size then too, and that's where I see the downfall of that. And I understand maybe that was one aspect they didn't see or didn't comprehend, and I think there's a little bit of both. I think a little bit of greed from themselves played into it, but I think also some misguided outside sources played into it too. We'll never fully know the true story, but at the end of the day, they made the right decision. So there's some part of them that is like self-aware enough to take a step back and be like, whoa, what the hell? Even if it's for the fact of that they lost subs and it's just more greedy motives, they're at least self-aware enough to be like, this was a bad move.
Well, I think they also know that the sub count at that size doesn't matter. 300,000 subs, right? What's that? It's not even 1%. I mean, 10%.
Well, it says 300,000. According to multiple things, that people who did live feeds of their sub count dropping, even Social Blade and YouTube is way far behind.
I tweeted you out this morning this link I found that's showing their sub loss.
Yeah. There's a
live.
couple ones.
It's live right now. They're showing. It's every 5 seconds it refreshes. And
it shows. I'm sure a lot of people joined back after they took that stuff back. I'm sure there was a lot of people who felt hurt to even have to leave, but they were so pissed off they did. So now they're like, oh, I can come back to you guys. I love you guys again.
Yeah, some people take their subs so seriously.
They do. There's some people who take it very serious. I understand, man.
That's funny. Well, I hope if I ever get that big, which of course I won't, but if I ever did, I hope I can keep my feet on the ground. And
we can get that big. We just need to keep YouTubing for the next 300 years. It only took me 6 years to get to 30K. So how many years is that before I hit 15 million? Just another couple of centuries or so, and I'll be there, man.
You got to put those kids into a wrestling ring and film that.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll probably break some guidelines on YouTube, though.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it. I mean, they deserve quite a bit of that hate, I guess. But I also think the internet really overreacts when it comes to things like this. They're
I
the
think
devil. They're the
unsubscribe-
devil suddenly. Come on, I mean, really?
I think unsubscribing is silly because they gave you entertainment in the past.
Right.
Like to deny that is to deny the things.
Well,
that,
when you get tired of them, you unsubscribe. That's fine, but not over this.
yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
I don't know, but that's the only thing you can do when you unsubscribe. That's your last recourse. You could send them a package of your poop or something, I guess. I mean, if you're really angry, but you can't, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like that is true. I mean, it's the biggest show of power.
Yeah. On the thumb down. I did see the thumb downs on those videos.
Dude,
That was impressive.
What was it? It was like insane.
Yeah.
Like even I was like, I thought for sure like their hardcore fans would far
I
outshine.
know. I thought that would happen too. And is anyone defending them?
No.
No.
Almost, I haven't found anybody. Like, the closest I would say anybody came was Boogie2998 or whatever his name is. He was really balanced with his judgment of their video. That was the closest I saw to someone supporting them. Like, he was like, here's the good side of it, here's the bad side of it. Like, you know.
What's amazing to me is that they would make that misstep in the first place, though.
Yeah, you would think.
You think they would if they've got the pulse on the whole internet, but maybe not. Maybe they were so in their world of just making that type of video. And oh yeah, the one thing that did strike me is that one of the guys, I forget which one, the I don't want to say the less goofy looking one, but the one's got a beard,
wearing
right?
glasses. Why don't you just go buy glasses?
One's got a beard, right?
Okay, yeah.
The beard has glasses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that guy. He's like, we're changing the world.
Oh yeah,
Like,
God,
dude, they're just reaction videos. These are not. You're not changing
come
the.
back 100 years from now, and they'll know how people reacted to a fucking squirrel turning around from the TV really fast or something. Come on, man.
No, but the fact that he said he's changing the world through these videos, and I'm like, they're not even that important. I mean, they're good entertainment, I suppose. I can't argue with numbers, right? But you're changing the world. But here's what happened: people all over the world contacted them and say, "We love your videos." Right? And they felt like, oh, we're uniting the world. And that must have gone to their heads.
Well, okay.
Partially. That might have been partially responsible.
I will say, like, I think some people who get to the top too fast sometimes do have this I can do no wrong mentality. You know, whether we can put 100% blame on them for that or, you know, kind of scatter it amongst their subs as well. I mean, sometimes people are kind of ridiculous with how much they love stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, so... I don't know. I mean, I think we can't put the full blame on them. And like you said, it might have come from a third party who's like, guys, you can do anything you want. Listen to me, you know? So,
well, if I were their lawyer and I got paid to make them money and save them money, or their accountant, right? I would probably be looking for something like that. Like, oh, we can do this and milk money out of other people, right?
Sure.
Instead of having them do all the work, get other people to do the work, just take a cut.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, I mean, that's their job.
Right.
Right, they're just doing. I mean, the lawyer's literally doing their job. I mean, they make the final decisions, and that's where they screwed up. They made the decision to go ahead with that. Like, a lawyer can come to you and tell you that stuff, but it's really up to you if you're like, that sounds like a great idea. You know, like you don't need to follow through with it. So I think that's where they made the biggest mistake. You know, and like you said, you can't put 100% blame on them. They may have some kind of outside influence, and again, you don't know if you're not in touch with your channel. Like, if you're not in touch with your fans, like, you're like, we can do no wrong.
But it's hard to be in touch when we're getting that many views a day.
Yeah.
4 million, 3.8 million views a day. How do you keep in touch with all the comments that come out of that?
Yeah.
You know?
It is. It's hard. It's hard.
It's probably impossible, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what have we learned? Shakespeare was right. Kill all the lawyers.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Oedipus and you were supposed to have sex with your mom.
No, but I haven't met your mom yet, so. Okay, we're going into an area that I'm feeling uncomfortable now.
That escalated really quickly. All right, yeah. So
I hope your kids aren't hearing that. What? We're supposed to have sex with mom?
No,
what sex? What sex? Cool.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, the biggest lesson to learn is don't try to own a format. And if you do try to own a format, be very careful with the semantics of what you think you own. Yeah.
You know, I do what was it called? Jaywalking videos. I did a while back. My original idea was I'm going to do these jaywalking videos and I'm going to invite other YouTubers to use the name and we can all connect to each other and do jaywalking videos. But I never thought about getting a cut off their channel. I just thought, let's help promote each other with the same
Yeah.
name, Jaywalking, right? And we go around and interview people in different cities. That would be pretty cool, right?
It's the cut off the other channel. Like they're like, we're like a Burger King, you know, if you want to open your Burger King. But the thing, okay.
Yeah, that was
We'll just go off on that forever, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hey, but thanks a lot for filling me in on this. I didn't really know. You watch a lot of the bigger channels, right?
I try to watch everything. I try to keep my
I don't know where you find the time.
finger on the pulse of.
Yeah.
I just everywhere I'm going, I constantly have it playing in my ear. I've got a Bluetooth headphone in. And just
Oh, really?
just constantly listening to stuff queued up.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Bluetooth? I can't. Are you wearing a Bluetooth right now?
No, I've got my Bluetooth charging. I burn out the battery every day. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Constantly got it going, man.
I'm sorry, but I thought only dorks wore those.
Well, I'm a dork then. That's okay. I'm not like sell those shares. You know, stocks. I'm just listening to YouTube videos.
Right. Okay, that's cool. All right. Hey, thanks a lot. What we're going to do is, in case you haven't figured this out by now, we're going to split this video to two. Part 1 will be on my channel, and Part 2 will be on Scott's channel. So go check it out. And I'll actually do that right now. Before you watch this video, Part 1 is on this channel, and Part 2 is on Scott's channel. Let's go to the video. Okay, so I'll record this. I'll send you the two. Let's just do a quick wrap.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Scott, thanks for helping me out today.
No problem.
And sub to Scott.
And if you like Victor too, sub to him. Well, actually, no, just sub to me. No, I'm just joking.
Sub to Scott. Apparently, he's got a hot mom.
Yeah. Oedipus complex.
Talk to you guys soon.